What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about a trade that I think the San Antonio Spurs can make that would significantly improve their chances of succeeding in the playoffs. Yeah, let's talk about it. So, the San Antonio Spurs, as of right now, they are fifth in the West. DeMar DeRozan is having a career year. DeJounte Murray's been doing a lot better than I personally thought he would do. Derek White, just their whole guard rotation as a whole. Lonnie Walker, DeJounte Murray, they've all been doing very well. Lots of good development out there. So, there is a weak point for this team, however, and in my opinion, at least, it is the defensive position, specifically the defensive center position. And their current center is Jakob Patel. He ain't it. I'm going to tell you right now. Come playoff time, he is not going to work. I mean, if you have to have him guarding, say, Anthony Davis, that's not going to be a fun matchup, okay? So, what can they do about this? Well, there are a couple of options, and I think mine is a pretty good option. But if you have a better option, leave it down in the comments below. That, option is to trade for Mr. Miles Turner, the man, the myth, the legend. So, Miles Turner. He is amazing at defense. He always has been. And, I'm not trying to discredit old Jakob or anything like that, because he's pretty good at defense too. I want to say his career average for blocks per game is 1 block per game. His career average for steals is 0.4 a game, which is good, right? I mean, it's not like he's slacking on defense or anything. But Miles Turner would just represent a significant upgrade at the position, okay? And it's not really a diss against Jakob Patel or anything like that, no. It's more of just there is a player out there that is widely considered to be available on the trade block, right? They've committed to moving forward with Sabonis as their big man, at least as of, the end of the season, end of last season, start of this season. There's a player that's widely, available. He's much better, significantly better. It just seems like it would work to me. Now, the cost might be a bit much. That is one issue that we would have to look at here. Right now, I'd say the Spurs' greatest advantage, besides, DeMar DeRozan just balling out, is their depth, right? The ability that they can, run out, say, Patty Mills, Derek White, Lonnie Walker to an extent, honestly, DeJounte Murray. They can run out all of those guys at point guard, and they'd feel more or less comfortable with all of them, I'm going to assume. Right, their depth is an asset, and it's going to be even more of an asset come, this season due to the fact that, COVID is going on. And it's a lot easier for, teams to be missing players and, need to find a suitable replacement. So depth is going to be an asset already. And in order to acquire Miles Turner, you'd have to likely give up, some and or all of your depth. The other factor going against the Spurs is that the Spurs typically don't make mid-season trades. They typically don't trade a ton, actually. The reason for this, they're just probably the most traditional organization in the NBA, I guess, in terms of just organization-wise. Not even play style or coaching, but just organization-wise. So, that's that. Now, another reason that they should trade for Mr. Miles here. So, Miles Turner is 24 years old, right? Okay, so that's pretty young, fairly young, I think we can all agree. However, Jakob Patel is 25 years old. Right. Now, granted, right, it's not a huge age difference, 1 year. But Miles Turner looks significantly better 1 year younger, right, is what I'm trying to say. Now, the Spurs can, they for sure can make it through the regular season at the rate they're going so far without making any changes to their roster. But come playoff time, you're going to need someone to, match up on Anthony Davis, right? And I really don't see a play on this, Spurs team that can do it. LaMarcus Aldridge is what, like 35, 36? Rudy Gay. I don't even know how old that dude is, but I know dude's old. There's just not, a guy that I can look at and be like, yes, I would want him matched up on Anthony Davis. And granted, there's not, a single guy in the NBA that I would want matched up on Anthony Davis. But Miles Turner is probably one of the few guys that can, hold his own. DeMar DeRozan, he's never been, amazing on defense. And short of, just straight up trading him away, which I highly doubt they do, trading, for a superstar center to help him out, at least, in the paint, would be beneficial. Because, it's harder for a small forward to switch onto a center, but it's a lot easier for a center to switch onto a small forward, especially in a situation where a set small forward is driving into the paint. It's easy for the center to just go, arms up and block the shot, or, at least get a good contest in. So that's about that, honestly. DeMar DeRozan, you know, he's amazing on offense. He can handle the offensive side. And Miles Turner isn't even that bad at offense. He's actually pretty good. Or, decent. He's not a Rudy Gobert type by any means. He can hold his own on offense. But defense is where he specializes in. The dude was averaging like 4.2 blocks per game at one point. So, yeah, that's my trade idea. Once again, nothing against Mr. Jakob Patel, but Miles Turner's just better than you, buddy. Sorry about that. And I feel like it's worth it for them to look in if they want to, try and make a serious run again. Last season didn't make the playoffs. This season looks like they will. But we've yet to see if they'll do any damage in the playoffs. Popovich, one of the best coaches in the NBA right now. Probably the best coach in the NBA right now. Debatable about that. But, yeah. So, Spurs, you know what you need to do now. I've given you an elite game plan. Yeah, so once again, you all subscribe to the channel. I post daily sports content. Like the video. Yeah, y'all have an amazing day. I will see y'all around. Peace out, y'all.